Try before we die.
Hello! How have you been? You know, here at the bitter end, we look forward to seeing you and sharing what we know about Scotch whiskey, and sometimes learning more ourselves during research. Yes, you heard me. Not only do we drink, we know things too. Did you pick up on that one? It's WTF Whiskey, today's fact. Today we'll spend a moment learning a few things about Dalwhinnie, a Highland distillery. By now you should not be surprised to know that the Dalwhinnie distillery is located in, come on, guess it, the village of Dalwhinnie, which is centrally located in the heart of the Highland region. This village is known as one of the coldest in all of the UK due to the altitude it sits at, over 1,100 feet above sea level, and it has an average annual temperature outside of 43.9 Fahrenheit. Ugh. I guess that's why it's nice to have a glass of whiskey that warms you up. Dalwhinnie is a Gaelic word. By the way, I love it when I learn Gaelic words that I think I can pronounce correctly. That means meeting place or plain of meeting, as the distillery and village are located at an intersection of roads and lie between two mountain ranges. Again, if you're cold and have just come to a fork in the road and happened upon a stranger, perhaps a glass of whiskey. Just saying. Dalwhinnie was built in 1897 and originally was known as Strathspey. Though when spirit first began to flow from their stills in 1898, the distillery changed their name to Dalwhinnie. Fun fact, from 1905 to 1919, Dalwhinnie was actually owned by an American group of investors, which was not generally a welcomed concept, as the Scottish whiskey folks were fearful of Americanizing the flavor profiles of the whiskey. Yikes. But in 1919, this really terrible thing happened in America. Do you know what it was? I'll give you a minute. Prohibition. And Dalwhinnie returned to Scottish ownership. Whew. In 1934, as we have seen in other distilleries, a fire took place that almost burned the place to the ground. Was it a spark near the highly flammable spirits, fresh from distilling? Or was it the fact that this was exactly the same time that electricity came to Dalwhinnie? Maybe cause and effect? Either way, it took 4 years to rebuild. Today, Dalwhinnie is known as one of the 6 classic malts of Scotland. They are known for 2 regular releases. Their 15-year-old, which is well known for heather and honey smoothness, and their annual Distiller's Edition releases, which are generally a bit sweeter, as they are also casked in barrels that held fortified wine. These releases are excellent dessert whiskeys. And that's whiskey, today's fact, the water of life.